Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network. Hi, this is Amit Doshi, and I wanted to thank each and every one of our listeners. It's been 2 years since I founded IVM, and it's been an amazing 2 years. We wanted to learn a little bit more about who is listening to our shows, and so we put together a short survey. The survey is anonymous, and we aren't going to be collecting any personal information. I would really appreciate it if you could take a couple of minutes out of your day and go to ivmpodcast.com/survey and fill it out. Thanks, and please keep listening.
Alright, please note that the language and ideas presented on the show might not be suitable for everyone. If you're under 18, make sure your mom isn't around. If you're over 80, why is your mom around?
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Alright, meet author of Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother, Shonali Shroff, who thinks I will make the perfect mother. You have problems with your kids? Shonali's the answer.
Why follow your auntie's advice when you can follow Cyrus Says on Facebook and Twitter to stay updated about the latest shows?
Alright, today's question on Cyrus Says is shoes. We're hitting the monsoon period, and for me it's a very dangerous area to go to when you go to a friend's house and you have to remove your shoes entering the house and then obviously using the house. My worry is when you wear black shoes with socks and supposing it's evening time and you've been in them for 8 or 9 hours, your feet will smell. I don't care if you're Priyanka Chopra, your feet will smell. So be very careful. My point here is, can we have an exemption during monsoon and be allowed to keep on our shoes? Just for the good of the society, the common good, Cyrus Says.
And that's what Cyrus Says.
Alright, here on Cyrus Says we meet Shonali Shroff, a lovely lady who's written a book called The Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother. And I got to tell you, I'm very excited. I really am, because I'm a parent of 2 young children, or youngish children, and I have so many complaints. So when I read this title, I said, this is the person I want to bond with for the next 3 hours. So Shonali, let's just immediately get into the book without wasting any more time. Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother, is it about the struggle with those terrible things, those midgets, those evil people that infest our houses?
The imposters, as you may call them.
Yes, frauds.
Well, actually, I write about a lot of things. I write about travel, and I write about whatever is, elementary to my life at whatever given point. And even though I wasn't really born with...
Let me tell you, Shonali, we're going to go through your entire life in 40 minutes. I need to, as much as I can. But I just wanted to start here.
So I was going to come to the book. So anyway, the book...
So you want to spend 40 minutes before that?
No,
Okay.
no, this is it. So
let's go back to the early days.
Okay, so then the book just happened because it was unfolding around me constantly, and even though I hate reading books about how to raise your child and how to kill your child or keep it alive, I said this is my version because I'm just so bad at it that somebody needs this.
Bad at the parenting?
Yeah.
So you wanted to confess. It was like you need to get it out of your system.
Yeah, and kind of create a support group of equally bewildered parents.
I'm one of them. I don't know what to do.
You can be the poster boy of that group.
Yes, I know. So let's quickly delve into the book firstly. So what happens in this book? What are we talking about?
This book is a journey. It's non-fiction. So obviously it's about me. It's a journey of...
Non-fiction can be very... fiction can be very pleasant. Non-fiction can't, no? That's the other thing.
I know. But then, at the risk of offending my family, I went and wrote it all out.
Yeah.
And so...
But you changed the names of the people.
No.
You've kept the names
the husband, and of course the kids' names aren't out there, it's just initials, but
that's not difficult for them to put together, no?
Not at all. They'll go for therapy when they grow up.
I think fair enough. If the book does really well, they don't have to.
No, the book did well.
There you go. Then why worry? Then why worry? All right, so give us some tips now. Come on, I'm a bewildered mother myself. But let me just explain. I think after some time, if you are parenting, the mother-father gets blurred, and your parenting is parenting.
Of course, thin lines blend. Even bodies start to blend.
Yeah,
like you just discussed your chest size.
My chest size, I can breastfeed anytime. I breastfeed myself, now that you mentioned it, Sonali. Thank you for noticing, though. I try not to wear these kind of tops, but in this kind of light, what can you do? Yeah. So give us some tips. Let's start there. One of the biggest tips is that don't get seduced into becoming a parent just because Hollywood makes it look so glamorous.
Yeah.
Which is what I did. I bought
Macaulay
Hello
Culkin
magazine.
is their kid. Yeah.
Huh? Macaulay Culkin is their kid. This is yours.
That's right. And you can't leave them home alone.
No, I want to, but you shouldn't say that. You should never say that. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
India, how can we leave them home alone? Nani, Nana, Dada, Dadi, Auntie, Uncle. Yeah, the Saxenas, the Sharmas, everybody's there.
So I have no tips. the book is my own journey with all the quirks and anecdotes thrown in.
Mm-hmm.
And we will just realize that I'm such a failed parent that you'll only feel good about yourself.
But
It's very
Shonali,
reassuring.
is it based on real things or you made them up? How does it go?
No, real things. Of course, I exaggerate a bit. That's poetic
So come on, take us through some things, the moments that highlight this lovely life of being a mother.
Actually, I think it's just the initial journey bit, which is I had this career and I had this notion that by this time I want to be a mum, and I could barely.
So you
keep
were
my
a
dog
journalist.
alive.
Sorry, just to cut back
I
there.
was a journalist and then I ran a PR firm. I worked at Star TV for a few years.
Wow.
And then I ran my own very successful.
When they were in town or when they were in Andheri?
Sangrajka, which was in Lamington Road.
Right, yes.
When MTV was still owned by Star TV.
MP was owned by
Sorry.
Star.
Yes,
Channel V was owned by Star.
Channel V. No, Channel
Yeah.
V became Channel V later. First
Yeah.
it was just MTV.
Oh, is it? I thought MTV was always standalone with Viacom.
No, that happened later. I remember
Okay.
there was an MTV thing and then it became Channel V, or maybe my, age has blurred my memory.
Fair enough. We
But
can
there
change
was
it
one
later.
office where really Danny and
Danny is MTV, if he was coming there.
yeah, all these hot VJs used to come there.
I
all
wouldn't
these
call him
little
hot,
girls
but
in,
yes.
No, girls in unmentionables.
No, that was me. I just wore short pants. See, it's again the chest, isn't it? Damn you. How does
is.
everybody treat me so badly?
You're the Kim Kardashian of your time.
Oh, yeah. Both my Kardashians are fine, thank you. Yes, so you were in Star TV and you were working as what there?
I was in the corporate communications.
All right.
I gave up journalism and moved to
Corporate communication, which means
It's just a
literally-
fancy name for
Fine.
PR, actually.
Actually. So you were doing that. You were not writing. Writing
I
was not your
stopped
thing.
writing when I quit journalism and when I
So
moved
there's no
to...
idea of writing a book at the point, I'm saying.
Not at all. I was just writing really blah press releases.
Okay. So having the time of your life at Star TV.
Then don't forget
Was
Peter was the
Peter
CEO
Mukherjee? Yeah! I was getting to that. That's good.
Mukherjee.
Sorry, I got a little excited. Suddenly it's a lot of fun. So was he...
Are you talking about convicts?
But was he... I remember him as a very nice guy, actually.
He was a very nice guy.
A couple of parties and one event that I
He
did.
was a very nice guy.
Very, very straightforward, funny guy with a glass in his hand all the time.
No, yeah.
I don't remember her so much.
No.
I know she was there,
She
though.
came in, no. She came
later,
much
right?
later. She came in, I think, around the time that I quit.
Were you? Oh, very nice. In case the CBI is listening, quickly get out of the mess. I quit. She came in, but not connected.
But I have to say he was a cool guy and he was a
Wasn't
great
he?
boss.
Yeah.
And he ran the company.
So do you
really
feel a little
well.
bad for him? I mean, one
I
doesn't know
actually
details
kind of
really.
do. I mean, I can't believe he's done that.
We can't get people wrong so badly. If you work with them, you
That's
sort of
why,
know their personality.
it's actually you question your own faith in
Yeah,
people.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
how can you like that Orlando guy? People who knew him would be like, how we never thought he'd do that.
This is a very extreme
No. But what I'm saying is,
comparison.
true. That too much. Tell me, down boy. Okay.
Yeah, so I was at Star, Ratikant Basu, Peter Mukherjee, great bosses, great time. Then I started my own PR company called Spin Doctors.
And
with my partner.
who are your
Parul.
big clients?
We had big clients.
Like?
Sony Music was one of them downstairs
Oh
in this
wow!
building.
Where we're recording right
And
now.
Channel V.
You've come to collect bills, is it?
yeah.
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 And then what happened? So Rani said, enough of all this corporate crap and I need to do something else with my life.
No, I just decided that since I'm in my lack of flair at parenting and ineptitude and basically lack of faith in myself in keeping my goldfish alive, I said, now children is serious business.
1 minute, stop there. Peter's listening. What happened to the goldfish? No, it's very important because you can't look after goldfish. You have no right to have children.
Correct.
What happened with the goldfish?
Well, they just kept dying, kept replacing them.
But goldfish only live 17 hours or something.
No.
2
There's
days?
one chap in my house that's been around 2 years now.
They keep replacing it when you're sleeping. You have no idea, Sonali. They don't live that long.
Highly likely. No,
I'm telling you, they don't live that long.
No, this one's on some kind of
Okay, let me
ginseng, American ginseng.
Then he breathes a lot, but it's different. Does he stand up a lot, is it? I'm so sorry. Okay, just let me understand. So your goldfish, have you put him inside water or you leave him on the table?
The water,
Uh-huh.
obviously.
Then why
In
will he
the
die?
Well, it just died because I forgot to feed it or whatever.
How can you forget to feed him?
That's exactly the point, which is why I had to give up a career to have a child so I
Yeah,
could feed
Sonali, you're
this child
funnier than
properly.
anybody I've had on the show. What you're saying right now is you gave up a career because you forgot to feed your goldfish.
Which in which there was a very deep, lingering message.
Okay, this is like Chinese philosophy now.
Yeah.
I'm picking up.
Lao Tzu.
Yeah, Lao Tzu is hitting me hard. So, because you forgot the goldfish, you now have to drop everything and relearn how to be a parent, in a
That's
sense.
right. So, anyways, I was on a holiday with my partner,
Right.
Parul, and we were going to Spain. or
Parul
something.
used to do MTV PR.
Ha, that's
I
right.
remember Parul.
What a small world.
Okay,
Parul
Goswami.
Gosai.
Gosai. See,
That's
it's all
right.
coming back. Oh, damn it, we're closer than we think.
You know, we are carbon dating ourselves.
Yes.
And we are closer than we
Yes,
think.
the mid-90s. Hello, welcome back. When Vijay Mallya was king, when Peter Mukherjee was king, when Lalit Modi had plans. Oh, those were different times. And Subhata Roy still had a hotel. Yeah, you were saying.
That's right. So anyway, so I, on the flight, I like to read constantly,
Right.
and that time Hello magazine wasn't there in India, so I picked it up at the airport to read some European gossip,
Right.
the royalties and blah blah blah. And then there was this Jade Jagger on the cover with 5-6 kids, and they were all dressed in some baby deer and Burberry or whatever, and she had a great body and she had a great career, and she'd spoken elaborately about her fancy life, and I thought kids were an impediment to your general living, but she makes it sound really cool, and maybe it's a new accessory, a child.
God. You're a very dangerous woman. Big in Canada and America, scary here. Be careful what you say. We have all kinds of bodies out there.
Yeah.
So you wanted a child. This is coming from a woman who's killed a goldfish, dropped her great career, and now decides to have a child as an accessory? Just to put it in
I'm
perspective.
just thinking that, I learned to love it in time. Well, till that time it was a concept.
You're taking PR too far. Stop with the public relations. Okay, so the concept of having a child as a belt or a handbag, yes?
So, no, I just thought that, they grow up and they'll be fine. I mean, I'll keep it alive.
The
And
goldfish didn't. Sorry to bring it back, but the goldfish didn't.
Well, I got dogs after that. I had a dog.
Oh, God, I'm a big dog lover. They better end well,
Well,
the
I have
stories.
two at home. No, my dog from then till now is alive. He's 16. His name is on my nameplate.
Here's what I think. I think the dog ate the goldfish.
Nah,
That's what happened. You've got your own system going on at home. Let's now understand. So you thought of this as an accessory, which I think
No,
is...
so, okay. I know I make it sound a bit flippant.
No, it's
but
nice.
I thought that women can have careers and great bodies and have children and
Yes.
be happy.
Correct.
So it's not like a child is going to really change my life that much.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, I got fooled by the magazine. I should sue them.
Yes.
And
What is the magazine called?
hello.
You go by Hello magazine's testimonial for living the rest of your life. Not Aristotle, not Plato, not Socrates,
not
the
Bertrand
Vedas,
Russell.
not Bertrand Russell. You went just for Hello magazine.
There
That
you
to
have
volume
it.
7, November
There you have it.
2002.
We all have eccentricities. So there's this whole intellectual side to you where you read
I
all
mean,
this.
people
You just
tend
have
to...
and say, oh, no.
Where's the Deepak
That's not
Chopra?
life.
Where's the New Age Guru? This is a magazine, page 17.
Macrocosm and the microcosm and the
You're
subconscious.
just cheap, Sonali. You didn't want to spend money on a guru, so this is what you did.
That's right.
Oh. You didn't
Anyways,
even buy it. It's borrowed when you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, well. So anyways, then I just had the baby.
Huh.
And at that time, I was doing PR for Rahul Bose's movie, Everybody Says I'm Fine.
Yes, where he cuts hair. Right?
Yeah.
How did the film do?
I think it was okay. It was a decent film.
It wasn't that bad. I saw it.
He
Huh?
worked quite hard and put it together. And it was his maiden
And free
venture.
haircuts.
And free haircuts. Anyways, I was
What
doing
happened to that boy Rehan who was in the film?
I know. I met him a
disappeared.
few times. Yeah, I think he lived overseas.
Was it like the goldfish? Did you forget to feed him?
He was a good actor, though,
He was.
Rehan.
He used to act with us in plays as well, but I thought he was a little off, as in mentally unbalanced. I was scared of him.
Oh, is that right? I
Yeah.
think, these creative excesses in actors.
All psychotic people. Okay, back to us.
Right.
And so you decide to have a baby, you're working on a film project at the same time, so your hands are full, and?
So then I have planned stuff for the whole year ahead because it usually, the stocks take about a year or two to have kids,
I'm 44.
Yeah.
You don't have to say stalk. I do know what happens. They make love, men and women. They go on top of each other in this grungy, terrible way. And then many months later, if the man has had enough medication and can produce eggs, then at some point, yes, they have children. Go on.
Exactly. So many months later.
Because urban
That's
men are-
what Firoz Soonawala told
Yes,
me.
urban men don't have much bullets left in the
But
gun.
it happened the next month.
Damn you.
And so I'm with child.
Yeah.
And I have taken on projects. And I'm like,
But the Hello magazine said it was fine.
I know, but
And one goldfish can't be the only reason to say no. Yeah.
So, well, anyway, I kind of decided now in for a penny, in for a pound.
Right.
And so then I went ahead and
had your
my
first child.
Zara. And so I refused to leave the hospital, Breach Candy. And Firoz came and told me, like, are you here till your next child?
Firoz the younger one, right?
Yeah, the
With
cuter
the
one.
Paul McCartney hair.
That's
which
right.
is all over his
Okay,
head. Yeah.
So he said, listen, aren't you going home? I said, I'm really scared. I'll kill this child because I don't have it in
Kill
me.
this
5
child?
days. I mean, I just didn't know it's another life, right?
Right.
And I thought,
Hello magazine has so much to answer for. So much.
I just felt shortchanged and I felt inadequate.
Sorry to interrupt again, but what did you want? A goldfish again?
That's right.
What were you
I just
thinking?
thought one bouncy little thing should come out and and I started having these dreams before I had her.
This is in hospital.
No, this is before delivery. I had this dream that I've gone to, very tacky, Amar Sons. Okay.
Not tacky from where I come from. This is all we have.
No, the fake Amar Sons. There's one here in
That's
Bandra.
Prem Sons.
Whatever, Prem Sons. Okay, I've been to one of these stores And I have left my child there by mistake,
Oh,
and
God.
I've picked up like some shopping bag and come back, and I've come home and realized that I've left the child there by mistake, and I'm calling them and saying the child is mine. So this was ominous. I mean, I woke up and I said, this is just, I don't know what's going to
It is
happen.
a bit odd. It's a little black clouds.
You're 8 months pregnant and you're having these dreams.
Yeah, why?
Super.
What were you eating? Don't tell me fish.
I'm vegetarian now anyway.
Well, I hope
There's
so.
a learning in that
You've done
for me.
enough damage, huh? So 8 months you have this sort of depressing sort of dreams.
Yeah, it's
and
very surreal anyway. And then when I have this child, obviously I'm not feeling really upbeat about being able to do
what is it
justice to
called?
being a mother.
Postnatal depression. Is that it?
Yeah, I think, yeah, they should have drugs, like proper
See,
drugs.
I don't know. My wife didn't go through that. She goes through post-husband depression.
Huh.
But I do know that the other women have mentioned this, and
Yeah.
they can't explain. They just go low. So is that what happened?
Yeah, no, that didn't happen. Then it happened 2-3 years later.
That was after the bill.
It was no,
That's
that my
Sunawalas,
husband
they
got-
charge so much.
Husband went
Yeah,
through.
yeah. He's still in hospital. Oh. So you
Anyhow.
came out, you have a new baby now?
Now anyway, so the rest of the book is about my journey from there to the next one, and then every day is one new thing.
Why would
that's
you have the
happening.
second one if you had so much trouble trying to figure out why you had the
See,
first?
because I'm a masochist.
Ah, you're like the Indian citizens.
Yes.
You don't care who the government is. at the end of the
That's
day.
right.
Just come and do what you want. We're
That's
ready for
right.
more.
Correct.
Yeah. So at this point, when you had Zara, your first baby, you have no idea you're going to write a book. You're still working on a film project. You've got all that still
No,
going
I've,
on.
I've let go of my company. I've told Parul, this is yours. I don't return checks to Channel V. Samir Nair told Sony Music, let Parul handle it. I'm out. I had a lot of movie clients and all. Madhur Bhandarkar's first movie. What was that? Chandni Bar.
Chandni Bar.
Yeah, all that.
So one minute. So you gave everything to Parul and you said become a full-time
I mean,
mother.
I said, you take what you want. I'm out of it. Close Spin Doctors, finish Khalas. I'm not coming back to work because till my child leaves for college, I'll just be taking.
I need to need 35 years with the child now to get this right. Okay? But no book is in the pipeline.
There's no book in the
Second baby
pipeline.
comes 2 years later, is it?
No, 5 years later.
5 years later. No book still in the pipeline.
No, so I'll tell you one thing. Christopher Hitchens said that everybody has a book in them, but it need not be put out there and published. Right. So
I hope it's a paperback because if it's a hardcover, it can't come out. It's painful. And I got to tell you at 40, if things don't, digest properly, oops, you got to be really careful. I'm so sorry we digressed. So Christopher Hitchens, that idiot.
Yeah.
Why did you have to mention that?
So anyway, so all this. So I think somewhere.
So
in
you
the
were
back of
toying
my
with
head,
yeah, you were.
Well, not just this. I was like, I have to get back to writing.
But did your husband and the people around you say, hey, wait a minute, Sonali, that's a funny story. Did they sort of get that idea that, you got things to tell?
Oh yeah, I think most people in my family know that I have an attention problem, and I try and stand up
God,
and
you
crack
sound
jokes.
like me.
Yeah,
I hate to say it.
That's weird.
Yeah.
So
Escapism, huh?
So I actually do that, and I can laugh at chauthas and funerals of people who have meant something to me only because that's my mechanism to cope with life.
Can we please tell the Govinda story? Please,
Okay.
please.
Why don't you go first?
Yeah, but my story is, I've told it before. But
No,
yes,
no, come
Govinda
on.
is a difficult guy.
No, because these two link very well.
I'll just set it up,
together.
okay. So we had an interview with Govinda for the film Partner. It was his rebirth, actually. He had been out of it for some time. And Salman Khan, super hit it was. And during the course, they had warned me, the PR guy said, please don't ask him any questions on Member of Parliament. Because he had attended only twice in the last 4 years and it was like a world record. So after doing the whole Partner thing, I made the mistake. At the end, I couldn't resist. I said, Sarji, Parliament के बारे में कुछ बताइए. आपने क्या क्या किया, क्या काम किया, फर्ज निभाया, that kind of thing. And he started crying. And he just kept crying and and I asked him, kya hua sir, kya hua? And he just said, jo maine dekha, maine khud dekha, oh, na bijli. And he used phrases like, na bijli, na pani. It's almost like he's giving a speech. And I was like, what the hell is he talking about? We went into poverty and this and that. And we had to keep a straight face and everybody looked at my, cameramen and all. I mean, they're all like, what is wrong with this superstar, And if he laughed on his face, it would have been terrible, but we really had a tough time. Which leads us to a better story, which is yours. Now you tell us.
So I had a friend from work, and she lost her mum. We were colleagues, not really friends as such, but I had to obviously go for the prayer meeting. And I was a little lost around these parts. The prayer meeting was somewhere in Khar or Santa Cruz or Bandra. It was all one big blur. And I said, she said near Linking Road or whatever. Somebody had told me, uske paas yahan. So basically it was, I think, at the Rotary Club in Juhu. But it's the same road, Linking Road turns
Right.
there. So be that as it may, I landed up at Arya Samaj of Linking Road. And of course, you see people invite, this is the right place. I mean, how many people at the same time can be
A
having...
funeral is a funeral, yeah, exactly.
Right. So I see that there is,
Big names.
there are big names and it's thronging with people. And I said, wow, I didn't know that they were so well connected. This girl's family. And so I'm queued up over there and I spot Govinda right at the entrance, and he's looking quite disconsolate. And I'm looking at it and thinking, wow, they were related to Govinda. And Govinda was big at that time. There's Khatia and all that had been
No,
going
he
on.
was
right?
superstar for a long
He was
period.
a superstar. So I'm like, oh, okay. So, and I'm trying to make a mental correlation. How come she never brought it up? But well, who knows? Maybe she's just...
She was ashamed of his clothes. She never mentioned it. Yeah.
So anyway, so now by the time my turn comes, so I am now offering him my commiserations because it's only him there.
Yeah.
And
you don't know why, huh?
And he hugs me and he balls on my shoulder. And I'm thinking, wow, we are that close. So he's howling, and like I mentioned, this was my first brush with stardom, and he's holding, and I'm actually feeling, when somebody's crying over your
Comfort,
shoulder.
the maternal instinct.
No,
Yeah.
so even you try and work up pathos inside you. Try and give
acha.
them.
So you're a fraud like me. Excellent. You try to do your own little saas mein kabhi bahu thi.
Yeah, so I try to look really sad, and I understand your loss or whatever. So yeah, so we both have had Govinda crying around us. So,
And acting performances from all four of us. Excellent.
no, I think he was genuinely sorry about his mom.
Oh, yeah,
I was just at the wrong chota.
Yeah.
This wasn't the chota I was meant to go to.
Nothing is funnier than funerals. I'm telling you. I know it sounds insensitive and almost black humor, but it's hilarious sometimes. Yeah. All right. Let's get back to the book. We have to take a quick break because we have to get into the book and what you've been doing and also your life after that. We'll get into the nitty gritties of the book when we come back.
Okay.
But until then, one tip as you go into break. One tip. One thing that you've learned.
From
of being-
life?
Yes, which is in the book.
Oh, which is in the book? Mm-hmm. Oh, well.
As a mother.
As a mother, actually, there's no such thing as a bad mother. I think we are all...
What about Mrs. Bin Laden? I mean, come on. She's got to account for something. I told Osama to do MBA. I don't know.
What, Abbottabad. MBA from Abbottabad
Abbottabad
University.
in university. 6 months maximum.
Though, there was something I wrote here. Can you believe it? My inspiration came from Downton Abbey. But
I think that's real. It's really real. People should start admitting these are the things that play an important role in your life.
Well,
I think that's absolutely sincere. Please
So
tell us.
Maggie Smith says to this girl who's Mary Crawley, who thinks that she's a bad mother, and she says, look, there is more than one type of a good mother. So my type may not be the conventional type.
This always works for religion in India. We can use this as an analogy.
it. Come on.
There's more types of religion in India. There are more ways to reach God. Listen, I've got my own Tibetan philosophy. Stay where you are. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Sonali is going to tell us lots more about being a good mother. If you have a long beard, you can still be a good mother.
Who's ahead in the league and what's cooking off the pitch? We at TFG bring all that you need to know about Indian football. Discussions, debate, banter, in-depth analysis with a touch of fun and fandom. This is the TFG Indian Football Podcast and we're a daily show. So check us out on YouTube and various other podcasting apps like iTunes, Audioboom, SoundCloud, etc.
Okay, now Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother, and I'm quoting critics, is about children, failure, self-doubt, moments of triumph, and above all, a general all-encompassing feeling of bewilderment.
Yeah.
So what is this bewilderment? Come on, take us through.
Every day your child will come home crying, some kid has hit the child, you want to say, go punch the child back in the face.
Yeah.
And you need to call the mother and abuse her, but then...
You can't do that.
Against your better, judgment, you don't... So there are all these stumbling blocks and kids go to school and, oh my God, the WhatsApp groups. Talk to your wife.
Oh
wife about
God,
it, right?
they force us.
This is all bewildering and it's new age and...
Can I tell you my problem?
Please.
My son was coming back from a trip outside somewhere in North Maharashtra, and they're giving us ball-by-ball description every 15 minutes in terms of WhatsApp. Passed this corner, went over that corner. I mean, why? Just bring the kid home.
I know there's too much information being dished out.
Yeah.
Actually, parents are a bit obsessive too.
No, it's us. It's a circle. Everybody. I'm not blaming them.
It is, because when my kids go on some kind of a camp and the parents kind of make this chat group, they want minute by minute information on their child. Like, aren't you relieved the child's gone? Go live your life.
But is it the digital age? Then that's the problem.
No,
It's
I
just the
think it's
information
parents
is
who
too
don't
much.
have a life.
But when we were young, when I was growing up in the 80s, okay, very good. When I was growing up in the 80s, I must tell you, my father wouldn't know which class I was in. I'm telling you, it
I'm
happened
not
many
surprised.
times.
Yeah.
Somebody will come for dinner and so tell me, Mohan, have you met my son? Yeah. Which class is he in? Beta, which class? No idea.
What class are your kids in? Come on, Cyrus.
Seventh and third.
You know the division?
Because there's only one in BIS, so I'm safe.
Okay.
There's only
Good.
one class
Good
per
one.
people. But yeah, no, we are much more hands-on. I had to do.
That's
You have no idea picking, dropping, everything. I wanted to ask you, talk about fighting. This happens all the time. When a scrap happens, you have to play Solomon and, you have to be very, like you said, neutral and Switzerland about it. But obviously your blood is boiling. Sometimes your kid is completely in the wrong.
Yeah.
Somebody's bullied him. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah.
So, honestly, what do you do? How do you tell? I know we have a kid in one of the classes who beats other kids up. And one kid who's violent. The others aren't.
Right.
So clearly after some time, it's clearly the kid has issues. Okay,
Right.
let's not,
Of course.
call a spade
That's
sometimes.
right.
So I know why people don't do that. But they still don't want to do it. They still want to talk about, making him softer,
Yeah.
nicer, happier.
Yeah.
Make him, I just give him drugs and start him off. To what's going to happen. So how would you handle this and how do you advise people?
Actually, I'm a Punjabi and,
So you punch the crap out of them.
that's what we do. But
Yeah.
so my mum had this anecdote. She told me that I'd come home beaten up, and one day she told me that, you know what? I don't want you coming, sort it out over there. Stop coming home beaten up or crying and don't whine, okay? Sort out your problems outside of the house. And one day she caught me sitting in the veranda of my house, a kid on a chair, a knife in my hand and a brick in the other, and I was about to strike it. It must have been 4 or 5, whatever. So
My
she realized
God, the
that.
goldfish is the least of your crimes. Shunali Shroff, for God's sake. Huh.
So she realized that this punch bag can go too far sometimes.
Yeah.
And she shared it with me. And then, when in doubt, call your mom. So when I was first, I'm still lost about it, finding my way around parenting. But when I'd call her and she said, nahi, aise mat bolna. You please handle it. Tell her.
She's evolved.
She's evolved. And I've turned Buddhist. So, it kind of,
But we're not allowed. See, that whole generation has changed. We can't hit the kids. They can't hit the kids. The kids can't hit the kids.
That's
so
right.
that whole thing about goals.
actually the worst thing is the consolation prize.
Which is?
Which is that any competition happens, birthday party happens, everybody should get a gift.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Life is fair.
Scarring them. Life is fair.
Life is fair.
Let's
Bullshit.
self-esteem.
Yeah.
What the hell?
You're the worst runner in the class. You're the worst runner in
You're
the
the
class.
worst,
You
face
could become a poet. There must be
that's
something
right.
to do.
Accept your failures
Lali
early on
Shroff,
in
I
life.
like you. I think that we have to change the system. Right now in urban India, Mumbai, Delhi, Bangalore, I speak of more than perhaps rural India. Definitely there's this whole thing about creating an area of everything is happy and lovely and we all wear white and live in paradise.
Yeah,
and
it's not a
have horses
commercial
and
for
dogs.
God's sake.
Yeah.
That's right.
And even in a commercial in Nirma, my favorite commercial, the woman finally her frock breaks because she's jumping so much. You have to be very careful about these things. But I think that's superbly put by you. Really, why do we do is it in the book? The compensation prize or whatever you call it?
Most of this is one way or the other.
Yeah. And they do it. We even have sports days where everybody's given stuff. And clearly some kids aren't athletes, Why are we lying to
That's
them?
what I'm saying. And also, when your child disobeys you or misbehaves at a young age, parents are scared of reprimanding their kids. What's with that? I got beaten up.
You dare talk back to your parents?
I mean, even today, if
My
I
mother
spoke
used
badly, my mother
chappals,
slapped me with
shoes, and they had heels on them.
hangers.
Hangers? No, not hangers. But once she threw her bag.
Oh, she was very versatile.
No, hangers. So we are very unclean family. So
Your hanger must have gotten bent on you.
my mother had anger issues, not hanger. Yeah, well, you're right. We've gone the other extreme. We just now everything is. How can you explain everything? Sometimes why do you have to explain so much?
Which is why kids are bullying their parents
Yeah.
and getting away with talking badly. I mean, whack them once and away. Come on, do it demonstratively.
I think once a week all kids should be slapped. We should have a rule now. For 5 years, every Thursday between 3 and 6, slap your child for no reason.
What is that? Is there like a PETA?
The kids
ethical
PETA,
kids
ethical
PETA.
treatment for children. Yeah, there will be, but don't worry, they'll be closed on Thursday. We'll work it out. We'll make sure. Yeah, give us some more snippets. It's so interesting. I've got so many complaints actually as a father. The other thing I can't stand is standing outside those schools, the fancy schools with the mothers early morning who are manicured and pedicured and.
No, there's a whole wardrobe for it.
What
I
is
think.
that? Why? I think that's giving wrong. It
I'm
starts
going
there.
shopping, darling. I need a outside the school wardrobe.
But really, at 7 in the morning, why are you dressed like that with makeup? With your eyeliner and eyelashes and all that. Who
I
does
don't
that?
know.
That means what time do they get up? I mean,
Yeah,
to be there at
look-
7,
look
they
at the
spend 1.5
dedication.
hours on makeup at least.
Actually, maybe the kids look at it differently. They look at this as dedication.
You think what kid notices the mother should... My mother looked like a mother only.
I know.
These are
and
all
the-
models.
I look like I'm in rigor mortis when I wake up in the morning, and I just sit like that and send my kids off, and
When I was growing up, all the mothers looked like mothers. They had big arms and they wore motherly clothes. I don't want to be like motherist, as in racist, but I'm just saying, now they all come like Lokhandwala models and stand there. Of course, some of them look really 80-year-old models, but they are models. And they're all perfectly manicured, in shape, their toenails and fingernails all done. What's with that?
and then they combine lunches with pickups from school.
Yeah.
Which I think, frankly, I mean, whatever works for you, good for you. I love my children and I'll do anything for them, but are they going to be my entire life?
And do you guys also do the NGO thing? Where, everybody from an market kind of background decides to on a certain day go to an orphanage
You know why?
and feel bad for people?
No, so it works at two levels. One is after the 8th standard, you do it. You get your child attached to some NGO so that when they try for university abroad, it looks like
The social slab is there.
That's right. And at a younger age, I think some people do it generally out of the goodness of their heart. But some people do it just to, kind of work that guilt off. That, I had my child's birthday party. Well, whichever way you look at it, something good is being done there.
But it's really funny because I know, but you go into the orphanage, you're the poor people, you try to help them, blah, blah, and when you come out, I know it sounds bad.
You make poor people sound like it's a...
Yeah, but I'm not a fraud. I'm not
know.
poor. I come out of the damn place and then you go a driver gadi lao. It just sounds wrong.
But do you know a lot of these orphanages? So I did that we did that for my husband's 40th birthday. He's much older than I am. Clearly, I'm not 40.
And he remained 40 for how many years?
No, he's been going on. I'm not touched 40 yet.
Okay, fair enough.
So this orphanage, you had to book months in advance because every day there's some fancy rich kid's birthday party booking.
Wow.
So they are not wanting in...
They're enjoying the spoils of this whole thing.
That's right, yeah.
Today's orphanage is sponsored by Nikon. Excellent, yeah. No, these are the things that, I think we should touch upon from our world, which is the certain hypocrisies and strange things
but,
that we
I'm
see.
very sorry to say that I haven't been able to instill one compassionate my kids have no compassionate bones in their body. And when I tell them that from your birthday gifts, can you give 3 away? They'll go over it a gazillion times and give the dirtiest, tackiest gift. I mean...
My kids would give me away if I even mentioned that. Really, you can't say that. My son is doing a deal with me even now for FIFA 4. And we've come to the point that it's 33,000 rupees. I'm like, how can a guy get a 33,000 rupee present at 14? He'll be 14 end of the year. And I'm like, that's just wrong. So he's saying, okay, why don't you give me 5 grand? And I'll get from so-and-so 5 grand. I'll get from my grandfather 5 grand. He's worked it out. He's a dealer. The kid's a bloody dealer. I mean, at the end of the day, he's doing shares and equity with people and he's getting his freaking FIFA.
Very smart.
And by the way, that's the sport we play. Huh? That's the football.
That's right.
Hours and hours of dedication. My God, are we good. I got to tell you. Yeah, so, I've got so many complaints. I'm dying to read your book, actually. Give us a few more insights. Come on. What about the girl child? What is there a different, do you have a different sort of approach to the girl child vis-a-vis the boy child?
I grew up around, my dad was the only man in the house. I have a sister.
Poor guy.
Yeah. And now it's the same with my husband. We had a male dog. I've had him castrated. So that was like...
You had your male dog castrated. You had one man in your life, and then you get one dog. You castrate the male dog. You kill the goldfish, and then you dare have children, and you want to leave them at Amarsons. Not even Premsons. The cheaper one. Unbelievable story.
Well, so I'm growing,
PR's loss is humanity's gain. Shonali Shroff. Huh.
Yeah, so I think now, our bedroom has pink curtains and stuff like that. So I
They've
think
given up. The men have given
my
up.
husband spends a lot of time overseas now.
Fair enough. I can understand. He must just go into like a white room or something, just a normal, grey colored curtains.
My younger one's still too small, but at one point the whole family is going to be hormonal, right?
Yeah.
So,
oh God.
mood swings and all that.
Amazing. But I think it's about time. It's about time that we rectify all this. What about birthday parties? Tell us the birthday party culture.
There's a whole chapter on that.
Oh, come on, give us an insight.
There
are two sides to it. I've got to spend too much money because I have to keep up with other people, and the other side is I've got to do something really nice.
You know what happens if your child goes to a normal school? Now your kids go to BIS, so it's not a normal school in that sense. I mean, I hope your child won't get thrown out for just nodding and agreeing with me. But
can't blame it's like can't blame Hitler's kids for Hitler.
So I'm saying if a child goes there, then you cannot have every birthday party say at McDonald's, right? I mean, other kids are calling your kids to a certain standard of parties.
Right.
Then you have to just be reciprocal.
Changes.
It isn't really always to impress people and do stuff like that. But when we were kids, birthday parties were so cute. We had the same 5 things on the table and you got some stationery as
and we had one ugly uncle who would do everything. Chutney sandwiches, wafers, orange squash. That's what we had.
And, we'd entertain ourselves. I don't know whether your parties had entertainers.
Of course not.
But these kids are so bored, they need to be entertained. Constant
And you pay a lot of money for that bloody entertainer.
Yeah, so one guy will come, magic show, finish, puppet show, finish. Then one guy do some cheap Hindi song, those games.
I feel your pain.
What's with that is like organizing a mini wedding. So there's a whole chapter on what I went through with the different themes or whatever. So that, but I must talk about a very interesting one. So, I was going through Amazon, my book reviews on Amazon, which, self-indulgence, but you like to see how people are reacting. And touch wood, I think out of the 15 reviews which are put there, only 2 are bad. Okay. The others are 5 stars and 4 stars.
Those are without kids. Anybody with kids
But
will
you
give a
must
good
hear
review.
so the good ones say, very real, written from her heart, it's a big weight, blah, 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 relatable. Though her life is very different from ours, great, great, great. Now the bad one says, strange book, she has no in-laws, her husband has no contribution, even the book doesn't pan out throughout in India, she keeps going abroad.
And leaves the kids behind.
No. So, I mean, whatever I've written about, traveling with this, so I gave up everything just to be a mother. And yet, with my second one, I was to go to Singapore. And, usually you travel with family and sometimes there's
There's a certain helper.
Around,
Yes.
right? So, this time there was nobody. My older one had an exam. My husband was in Singapore. I was joining him with my younger one. I think she was 4, so I took her we were going on Indian Airlines. So you had to board it from the tarmac.
Now known as
directly.
Air India.
Yeah, no, so there was no aero bridge given to
There may or may
Indian
not
Airlines
be.
at that
The
time.
rules are different.
The rules are different. So anyway, so now we go, I get her a burger, we are lolling about at the airport. Now I'm boarding the plane. So, just before you board, they tell you to fold the stroller and give it to them, right? So I fold the buggy, I give it to them, I pick up my laptop or something and my purse, and now I go all the way up, and I'm thinking I'm forgetting something. But I can't remember what it is, and I check bag. To mere paas hi hai, laptop is also here. Anyway, so then I go, and I put it in the overhead cabin, and I'm still thinking I've forgotten something. And I said, it's just a feeling. And then the stewardess comes to me and says, is this your child?
Oh, are you serious? Really happened? So the dream came true.
It is, I'm telling you.
But it was much more upmarket. It was airport. It was in
This
Ambersons.
is Indian Airlines. It's a great equalizer.
Not so good.
Yeah, so that's sort of a thing. And so the elitist thing that I've been accused of is probably mentioning that I was on a flight to Singapore. Come on. The other way, she went on a school trip. Lizelles does these ski trips, right? Football trips, ski trips, all
Correct.
these things.
Yeah.
All our kids go through it. So I'm going to write about my life. I'm not going to write about somebody's life in Dharavi, right? So anyway, this was a first class trip. She's 9. And, sending your child to Khandala is one thing, but sending your child all the way to some Alps.
Without a parent. Huh.
Yeah, so I booked myself on the next flight, okay. So now this child has gone with his...
So were you allowed to do that?
No, I didn't stay at the camp. It's my money. It's not a compulsory trip. So I
Right.
booked a hotel somewhere close by, right? And I took my younger one, who was 5 maybe. And I said, she'll do her lessons. This one will do her sporting lessons with the camp. And her friends and all had gone. So at the ski slopes in the morning, she sees me and she looks at me and she doesn't want to talk to me because it's embarrassing. And then the next day I see her and think maybe, she was busy. I'll go and see her, and I go running towards her and then she runs. Okay.
It's amazing how embarrassed they are at seeing us.
And she's looking like she's seen a Yeti. It's her mother, for God's sake. So those 6-7 days, till today, she says, Mama, this is the worst experience of my life because you even trailed me to a school trip.
Without telling me. God, no, I hear your pain. My son, if I go to pick him up, he doesn't acknowledge me. He likes to just pretend I'm not there.
But he's 14 now. This is the age
Yeah.
where your desire to hide your parents under the bed is stronger than your desire to acknowledge them.
God, who invented kids? Who was thinking about this? Why? Why would we just get... The dogs are great. The goldfish, if you could just remember to feed the goldfish, you would have gone through all this. Sonali, I know you've been wonderful, but we're running out of time. You write a blog called Mumbai Musings. You want to tell us a little bit about that as we wrap up?
Yeah, so I write about anything that comes to my mind, really. It's not really necessarily Mumbai musings. I don't even like to call Bombay Mumbai, by the way.
Yeah.
In my next book, I
On a blog,
referred-
you're safe. But otherwise, call the blog vlog. Just change that.
They'll have to start putting videos.
Yeah. So what is it really called then?
So actually,
Bombay Bruisings? How about that?
yeah, that's right. No, actually, it was called shonalishroff.com till I ran into at some lit fest.
Somebody else had it.
No, I ran into a very accomplished literary author who's an old friend of mine. And he said, what are you doing these days? He says, my God, that's some self-indulgence. So I quickly came back, called up the guy in charge. I said, iska naam change karo jaldi se. Because,
It sounded a
I'm not
little...
SalmanRushdie.com, it sounded a bit too self-important.
Well, SalmanRushdie.com sounds even worse, actually. You should keep that. Okay, now that you mentioned famous people, let's quickly talk about our so-called common friend, Mr. Suhail Seth.
Yes.
Yeah. Suhail and you go back a long way. He reads at every single function of yours.
No, not every single. He came
He just
once
comes
to
home
my-
and reads for no reason.
He's very sweet because I was called by this place in Gurgaon to come and do a book, event around
Gurugram,
the book.
by the way, but anyway.
Gurugram,
Yeah.
correct. And then they said, listen, you're not famous. Can you get the famous person to do a book
How
reading?
dare they? Huh.
Because they were calling like some 50, 60 women.
So Salman Rushdie was not available, so you asked Suhail.
That's right. There was that fatwa thing and the Jaipur Lit Fest, he had
Correct.
been turned away. So I said, Salman is busy.
Huh.
Suhail will do. So Suhail said...
So Suhail will get a fatwa sooner or later, but in the meantime, yeah.
That's right. He's really living on the
Yeah.
edge. So he was in Bangalore and he had to take an early morning flight to come and read for me. And I just kept thinking that even though this is about being a parent, at the end of the day, Catcher in the Rye,
Yeah, Salinger.
right?
Huh.
We all. I mean, I'm not comparing this to that. I'm just saying
It's
that
just one good book. What do you do after that?
even if you don't have teenage angst,
Yeah.
you will still find bits in the book because I've compared our childhood to the kids today, the millennial kids today. So you'll find some resonance somewhere in your growing years when you see the constant juxtaposition of how our lives were when you were growing up and how kids are growing up now. So I said, okay. So I said, Suhail, will you do this for me? And he said, of course I will. And Suhail's a great friend, by the way. So he changed his flight around, came by the first flight in the morning, 10 a.m. He's in this venue in Gurugram. And of course, all the women there have only come to hear him. It's like actually, I was saying that outside, that with you two, the guest is only incidental.
Yeah.
It's just your constant...
How can you say that? I have only female guests. I'm like the Rajneesh of podcasts. Tell me.
So, Asaram Bapu of podcast.
Soup. Subjudice.
So anyway, so he came and he said, I just can't believe this is firstly called the Gurgaon Moms Book Club. Okay.
Yeah.
So you all are moms. I'm not a parent. Obviously, I'm not a mother. And this book is called Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here reading this and embarrassing myself. And so I told him not to read. He just took off on me, which is what he does best, as you know.
Right.
And he cracked some wisecracks and people were on the floor. You know how he owns the house once he's doing this.
Yeah.
But he's lovely. I hear you guys at the Times Lit Fest a lot. That's the Full House, the three of you. Kunal, Vijay, you and Suhail. Yeah.
We lock people in so they don't leave. We make sure. Yeah, I think Suhail will make a very good mother. And so will Kunal. Kunal, in fact, my good friend is more maternal than I am, I must tell you.
Yeah,
and both my children, he's fed them, he's cleaned them.
He's very serious in real life. I met him a few times.
He's very
with Suhail.
serious. He's the most boring person I know, I have to tell you. The truth.
Lovely.
You had that experience with him, no?
No, I wouldn't call him boring at all. But he's reserved.
See, anybody who begins by saying, I believe, and is not Moses the prophet, for me, I'm just turned off immediately. Kunal's every sentence, I believe. And it goes off like that. No funny bone in his body. Trust me. But Shonali, thank you so much for being on our show. It's called The Battle Hymn of a Bewildered Mother, and it's doing very well, I'm told. Is there a second book in the offing?
Yeah, I'm kind of halfway through that.
What is it called?
I haven't
The
thought
Goldfish.
yeah.
The one I slaughtered. Huh?
A dummy's guide to keeping a goldfish alive.
1 page.
Yeah, 1 page.
So what's the next book? Come on.
I'm writing fiction now.
Okay.
So till I sign the contract with the publisher, I
You can't tell us.
But I also do I do my travel columns and stuff, so that kind of keeps me busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. But nothing more on children? We're done?
No, I'm done. No, the teenage. The thing is, my daughter told me after reading, Mama, this was good. But after today, you're not writing about me.
Ever again.
Ever again.
And now the
imagine
worst year's coming up.
That's
no?
right.
Oh,
yeah.
God, no.
Anyway, we don't see,
I can imagine.
Yeah, so it's a tough
I'm
one.
telling you, teenagers, we should give the kids away for some time.
I agree.
It's the best thing. And then they'll come back happy. They'll come back happy to you.
I agree. Completely.
What, isn't it called the Army or something? This is a wonderful institution.
No, that Ayn Rand had a book called Anthem?
Yeah.
One thinnest book of Ayn Rand.
Right.
So where all the kids grew up in one place, all the parents live in one place, like a commune for different kind of age groups.
Yeah.
We need
And
that.
no drugs.
And more drugs or
No
drugs?
drugs.
No drugs.
20 years of marriage. I need some therapy. I need something, chemical medication to get over
I
it.
wonder what your wife has to say about
She
it.
doesn't hear anything. She thinks I'm a lawyer. She has no idea what I do.
Oh, right.
The best way to keep marriages fresh,
Right.
They have no idea what the other partner does. Shonali Shroff and lots more interesting books are coming her way soon. But before we let you go, we have what is called the AMAs. Ask me anything. Are you prepared?
Okay, sure.
Questions on communism? Coming
All
soon.
right, yeah.
If you have any questions for Cyrus, write to us on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Or you can send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com.
Shonali, we have in the house, Amit has changed into Malvika. And Amit, why would have been a good parent. Malvika is like a little child. So I don't know whether we should bully her or not. Because she's almost like closer to the age of our children, at least my son. So Malvika, stand up. And now ask nice questions, child.
Okay.
Sit
And don't
straight.
ask about parenting.
Shoulders back.
Cool.
So the first question we have is, how do introverts enjoy life?
So I'm an extrovert out and out. I got to tell you.
Right.
In fact, you have Shonali. You seem extroverted also. I can't tell.
You know, I took a quiz, one of those Facebook quizzes.
And you
according
screwed
to
it
that,
up
I'm an
again.
introvert.
Yeah,
You are an
you'll be
introvert.
surprised because there was a point of time I was very interested in Myers-Briggs.
Oh.
And I used to get everybody I knew to take the Myers-Briggs. And I was surprised to
But what
see
if you
that-
lie?
I'm not sure, but the thing is, they
You
put
don't have to
through
lie
like
intentionally.
60
You can lie because your
questions.
perception is different
That's
of yourself.
correct.
Right.
So these things are all rubbish.
Exactly.
Sorry. That's what I
No,
think.
I mean,
That was such a
it's
profound
your
thing to
own
say.
Oh,
self-
that's me, Rajneesh.
observation.
Or Asaram in certain cultures. Sorry, Mal, you were saying?
Yeah, no, so it's like some people, you shouldn't confuse extroversion for being social. Like there's some people.
Good point. Gregarious
That's
is not
lovely.
necessarily extrovert.
Yeah. That's
lovely.
Yeah.
Because it's just about how you give and receive energy. Like you can be an introvert as in you want to spend more time on your own mulling over things. You can be an extrovert as in you can spend time around people and brainstorm and get your energy from people and give your energy.
I
out
think
to people.
I got a little therapy from, we did a show called Loveline on MTV, which nobody watched, thank God. And there was a psychiatrist on the show who used to come quite often, actually. And she once sat, when she got to know us, and so I was asking her, she said, but you have an extreme personality syndrome problem because I used to drink a lot. And she said, so actually, if you have extreme personality syndrome, the easiest thing is go to the conservative side. Just go there. Because you can absolutely not drink, which I can. So, things like that.
That's a boring side, though.
Yeah, but what to do now? We have to live in society now. If I come home and sing Italian songs on my table wearing no clothes, my two maids are
Besame
not there in the morning. Yeah, besame mucho, that kind of thing. With an Indian accent. Besame mucho! Indian singing fancy songs are just so bad. So bad.
Do you like karaoke, Cyrus?
Yeah, but the thing is, I actually am not that bad a singer, but when you're drunk, you can't hear yourself. You can't pitch correctly, right? And see, your group is fine because it's all the fun of that person or those person. So you're enjoying all that. Think of the other groups, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't enjoy you or your group or, your little social dynamics. So I think karaoke should be separated. Just do it like toilet, private toilet. That's my thing.
Yeah.
But coming back to introvert or extrovert, don't you think we're all introverted and extroverted?
Yeah.
Because there are times when you just don't want to be with anyone or talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Like after marriage, and extrovert
Yeah.
is
Well, I think actually I love being by myself a lot. It's almost bordering on some kind of social,
awkwardness.
not
Anxiety.
But-
Because you hug the wrong
kind
person
of-
at a funeral, for example. Yeah.
No, so yeah, I realized that, and everybody's always believed I'm an extrovert, and it's not just black and white.
But that's because, see, you talk well. So, like you said, it's more the sociability and the fact that she speaks well and
Yeah.
interesting person. But that doesn't mean your personality is open or extroverted.
Perhaps, but my mom used to always say girls should be intriguing. Okay,
Ali.
you're not intriguing at all. So
This is the same mother who caught you with the knife and the...
That's
okay.
girls should be intriguing, and
Not
then
like
this-
an open book.
yeah,
in
don't be like. And the
context.
other thing she used to say, men like to chase a running bus.
Oh.
Okay, BEST bus.
1 minute. So okay. So, in modern context, don't put out. Just be careful.
You play hard to get.
Play hard to get.
basically.
Yeah. Poor husband.
and
40 saal ke
intriguing.
baad bhi yaar. It's all the mother's fault. I've taken her to Singapore. I've taken her to Canada. Bus is still running.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
the second question is it possible to be Batman in real life?
Ooh. Yeah. Why not? That's what you
I
want to
think
do
so
with
too,
your
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I don't like to stop people thinking. As long as you're not trying to hurt someone, I think the dream should all good. What do you think? Can you be Batman or are you being mad?
You can be whoever you want to be in your head, actually.
Yeah. I watched this one YouTube video. I don't
Batman
know.
is an introvert. Because he's an
Batman-
extrovert,
yeah,
he would wear that
actually.
mask and
That's
he'll go in the night.
He's a
and-
total introvert.
And that underwear always.
yeah.
Yeah. I watched this video of this guy who actually is
Spider-
dressed as Batman. He goes around like helping people and doing funny things in the street with his
That's
cape.
my landlord. He just wears a cape, yeah.
But what about the people who are doing this naked restaurant in Japan and London?
Yeah.
Right.
But how does it work? Like, what if you get aroused?
Listen, and you can't be overweight. They get you a weighing scale. And you have to be over a certain age. You can't be overweight. You can't have tattoos on your body. And you can't be over 60. So it's sexist, racist, sizist. And people...
Can you be from Delhi?
you can't be from the Delhi.
Yeah, it is. It's sexist, racist, and everything else. But how can you enjoy that experience? I mean, like if there are hot girls and all that, I'm just thinking for a man, how can you actually just sit there and not look?
How can you go there for a date?
Yeah. Okay, wow, that's great. That's hilarious. I'm like,
Might
Mark,
be very liberating in some ways.
yeah, it is. But I'm just thinking, so you're sitting there and you can't take your eyes off the other girl. She got your eyes off the other guy. That's the point.
Might be interesting. Might be
What
something.
about the
that
waiter?
will
He
look
says,
into.
look, no hands.
Yeah.
You asked for the pickle. Shonali Shroff, thank you so much for being with us on Cyrus Says. And I must
for
say,
having me.
very interesting, very interesting. The battle hymn of a bewildered mother applies to all parents, male, female, and myself.
I think my next one should be bewildered spouse, maybe. Or maybe your wife should write that.
It'll be very short. One chapter. It'll have a happy ending, but not the way you think.
Oh, I
One
see.
push from top of building. Batman, my foot! Okay, catch us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Beyond Pod, any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you, we need you. If you have any questions, write to us online and you can mail us as well. We will answer. We have a doctor in the house called me.
And that's what Cyrus says.
All right, time to look at the podcast, Podcast. It's, we have to push the pun from time to time because it's an audio medium. We can't write it for you. Hosted by the dailypow.com's Purva Mehra, Pranoti Datta and Amit Gurbaksani. The podcast is your fortnightly lowdown on Mumbai's food and culture scenes. Plus, if you pay them money, they'll talk about your family and other animals.
Hey man, just help me out, man. I need some podcast, man. I haven't had a fix in a week. Just need some.
Don't you worry about it. I got podcast galore for you, man. Just go to ivmpodcast.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thanks, man. I'm gonna check it out.